everybody, Shadow the Wolf here, coming back at you with another exciting episode of Cooking with Shadow. Now today I actually have a couple of guests. I have Tuners right over here, and we're going to actually have Pyxe here. He's on his way now. But today, as you can see in the title, we are going to be making chocolate cake. Now, I love chocolate cake. It's one of my favorite dessert recipes, and we're just going to get right into it. Okay, so I have everything laid out here. You can see all of my ingredients. Everything's laid out. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to get our chocolate melted. So I have some hot coffee that I've been brewing, and we're actually going to use that to melt our chocolate. You can see our chocolate's right in here. Now we're just going to go over and get the coffee and get this melted. All right, so we got our coffee here, and we also had another furry pop up. Oh God, oh God. Ah! This is Orphie right here. He's one of, oh, hello. Hi. Okay, so we have right here a half cup of coffee. We're going to go ahead and add that to our chocolate. We're going to pour that in. And that hot coffee is actually going to melt the chocolate that we have in our mixing bowl. You can see that right there starting to melt. It's going to incorporate. It's going to be super, super delicious. And we're just going to keep stirring that until it's nice and creamy. All right, so now that we got our chocolate melted, we are going to add a 1/4 cup of buttermilk. This is going to create more of a creamy and sumptuous flavor. And now there are even more furries behind me. My house is filling up with furries. Oh God! Ah! Okay, so we're just going to pour that in, and then we're going to give it a mix.
Mix it real good.
Yes, mix it real good. Okay, so our chocolate mixture is nice and incorporated. Beautiful. Okay. No. Bad tuners. Bad tuners! Oh my God.
Bark solos. Yeah,
Okay.
some fun. You gotta have some funny parts.
Oh, I know, I will.
Okay.
Okay, so the next part is, okay, so chocolate's done. Now we're actually going to prepare our eggs. So what I have right over here is some egg whites. I have 4 eggs right here. You can see I separated the yolks from the whites. Now we're actually going to beat the whites. Now you can see some of that like white stuff in the eggs. That's actually cream of tartar. Now a simple rule of thumb is when you're whipping egg whites, you want to have a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar per egg. So I have a full teaspoon because we have 4 egg whites. So we're actually going to whip those up, and then we will have that prepared for our cake.
Oh, mix it, boy.
Ew! I'm gonna put this in, just tuners squawking.
Mix it real good.
What's happening? All right, so our egg whites are done. Okay, so now we have our egg whites whipped. We're going to go ahead and work on the dry ingredients. So right here, I have 2 cups of flour. Guys, audio.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay, so here I have 2 cups of flour. We're actually going to add more dry ingredients to this and put it through the sifter. So first we have our baking powder. So we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of our baking powder. So let's go ahead and get that. We have our little teaspoon here. Now always remember, you want to sift the dry ingredients. Unless your recipe specifically says not to, you want to always make sure you sift. So baking powder is in. Now we're going to do a teaspoon of baking soda. Remember from the cookie video, when you're making anything, having the baking soda and the baking powder helps whatever you're cooking to rise more effectively and be nice and poofy and delicious. So we got that in. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Just like before, with the cookies, drop in the salt, and drop in the pepper. So now that we got all of our dry ingredients in, we're going to go ahead and sift this.
Yeah, you sift that.
No. So we're just sifting the dry ingredients, and then we can move on to the sugar and start incorporating everything into our egg mixture. It's going to be delicious.
Yo, what up here? We're sifting this flour. Yeah, it's your boy Tuners.
All right, so that is done. Now let's go ahead and put our sugar in, and then we will be basically done and ready to start assembling our cake.
So you said you need to put sugar in, so does that mean you want me to just like put myself in there? Because I'm so sweet.
Yes, we're gonna put you in the cake.
Barks pencils.
Yeah. Okay, so same as before, regular sugar and brown sugar. So we got that here. I'm gonna go ahead and do a cup of each. And our oven is preheated. I just heard it beep.
You know what's happening
Granulated
now?
sugar.
More.
All right, a little more because I didn't quite get it. There we go. Now we got to get the packed brown sugar, scoop that in there, and try to pack it with my horrible fursuit vision. Woo! And I know, breaking the magic, but can't exactly touch food with paws, so. All right, there we go, sugar's in. So that is basically all of our ingredients now. We're gonna go ahead and start assembling this. So back over to our chocolate mixture. So first off, we're gonna add the egg yolks. We're just gonna kind of put those in. Whoop. And then we're actually going to add just a half of our whipped egg white mixture. And you'll see why we're only adding half later on. So I'm just gonna kind of scoop out half of this into our stand mixture.
Want me to put this back? Yo! Yo, I'm gonna break down a dance while he's doing his thing.
Cheers! No! Oh my god.
Alright, hold on, I got this. Wait, I gotta do this hit.
Ooh, okay guys, so Pyxe just showed up. We're gonna go say hi and then we're gonna keep working on the cake. Okay guys, I'm back and Pyxe's here!
Hi!
Woo!
I'm Pyxe, the
Hi.
fox.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Shadow.
Okay, so we got some of our ingredients into the chocolate batter, and we have here our sugar and our dry ingredients. Now we're just gonna basically combine all this together. Also, almost forgot, we have 3/4 cups of melted butter. We're gonna put this all together, and we're gonna have our cake batter. So let's go ahead and turn our blender on, get that mixing, and we're just going to add our butter first. You see us put that in. And that's going to get everything nice and delicious and smooth. Look at that. Beautiful.
ASMR.
No! Okay, so the next part, we're going to add our sugar. You want to do it?
Sugar, of course. I would love to do this.
It's right here.
Okay.
Alright, so just pop that into the blender.
I'm gonna have to take my paws off of this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Breaking the magic.
Uh-oh, Pyxe's breaking the magic. Oh my god!
This right here.
Yeah.
I'm pouring it in here.
Yeah, just let the brown sugar fall in first, and then you'll just slowly pour in the, yeah, it might just kind of have to grab it and let it flop in.
Amazing. Cooking skills.
Yep. Oh my god, guys, Pyxe's cooking!
Look, I am partaking in the cooking. Copyright Pyxe 2019. As I slowly pour this sugar in to avoid clumps.
Very good.
Into
Keep
the
dumping
blender.
in. Ah. Beautiful.
All gone.
All right, so we got our sugar into the mix, and now last but not least, we're gonna add our dry ingredients. And like before with the cookies, we're just gonna slowly incorporate those so we don't get any of the weird giant plumes of flour and cocoa powder. So just let that mix in and then add more.
Add more to taste.
Yes. I'm trying not to spill this everywhere. All right.
Beat that mixture.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
wow.
beat it.
Remember, guys,
Sorry.
less is more.
Family-friendly content.
You said that already.
Exactly. You gotta keep on saying it. Keep the family-friendly going.
All right, guys. So the ingredients are in. Look at that batter come together. It's mixing really nice and well. Now we do have just a little bit more to add, and it will be ready. Okay, so we have our chocolate cake batter mixed up. Now we're just gonna add a little bit more and it's gonna be done. So first off, we have the other half of our whipped eggs. Now, I whipped some of them in earlier to basically get that incorporated. Now the other half we're gonna fold in. That's gonna make the cake really nice and light and fluffy and give it a nice rise in the oven. So let's get ahead, let's go ahead and add those in. Hi, hello.
I'm gonna watch
Oh,
hello.
Whipped eggs in there.
Orphie. Okay. Orphie.
You can feel the vibration from your head coming through.
I guess we're just gonna do that now. Yep, this is happening. I don't know what this is, but it's happening.
This is how we communicate.
Okay.
Yeah, you put those egg whites in there. Dad.
One of us. One of us.
No! 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 Oh well. I need to finish the cake! And now I have tuner stuck to me.
How are we gonna make the cake?
Okay, let's get this done. Alright, so get the rest of the batter off of the whisk while Tuners plays with my ears.
We will.
Hello. Okay, move some of this stuff out of the way.
What's the sour cream for?
That's already in there. Okay, so we're just gonna put in the rest of the egg white. And then we're gonna fold that in. Alright, so as you see, we're just going around the edge and then folding that into the cake batter. Now I know this might look a lot thicker than normal cake batters that you might see, but trust me, this is a delicious cake. So we're just gonna fold that and then we'll get it into our pan and then we put it into a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so we got the egg whites whipped. Now now we just have one last ingredient we're gonna put in this cake and it's gonna be ready for our oven. We're gonna add Pyxe!
I thought we were gonna add love.
Okay, no.
Love
Same
was
thing.
the main ingredient. You
Okay.
told me it was love.
Yes, and love. Make sure you put love in the cake. Okay, so our batter is ready. Now we're just gonna put it into our pan. All right, now it's in. We're just gonna smooth that out. And it will be ready for our oven. Look at that. It just feels so thick and creamy and delicious. It is gonna be a fantastic cake. All right, so to the oven.
Again.
All right, so 350. Pop that in the center rack. And then we will just wait for 25 minutes. Let me go ahead and set a timer. All right. So now that we have the cake in the oven, we're gonna let that cook, and when it's done, we're gonna take it out and show everyone the final product. Can't wait. Okay guys, so we got the cake out of the oven. There it is. There is our beautiful chocolate cake over on my cluttered table. But yeah, that's the cake. We're gonna cut a slice and I can show that to you guys. And yeah, and my house full of random furries. Alright everyone, that was our chocolate cake. It is actually much later. My friends have actually gone home, so I just want to give a huge shout out to Pyxe, Tuners, Orphie, Koda, and Auntie. Thank you guys so much for being in my video. I hope everyone enjoyed the chocolate cake. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell for notifications. Bookmark my channel so you can find future videos in the future. And make sure to come back next time for more exciting cooking episodes. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye.